What's up, everybody? It's OG Bale back with another Crashout Tuesday with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Crashout Fuego, and Jay the Kid.
What up?
Hey, what up? That was a good one-sided intro, but that's fine.
Yes. What you mean? You weren't prepared? You want me to do it again?
No. You don't gotta do it again. I was just you called the man, the myth, the legend. I don't really have any titles. I guess I gotta earn those, you know.
Yeah, but you got a title. It's in your name, Jay the Kid. That's like Billy the Kid. You don't need to say much more than that. You just know that's a bad motherfucker. Sure. So I mean.
Right. You're already established.
I got a title. I'm an OG. What the hell's what would you? And we have Fuego Pollo, aka Fire Chicken, Popeyes. That's what he is. He's Popeyes. So he needs an extra title.
Oh boy! I mean, you can. I don't even mind the Popeyes.
What?
I'm so mad about it. They closed all the Popeyes in my area, like every single.
Oh no, bro!
Bro, like the one here in Port Arthur closed. Well, the two here in Port Arthur closed. The one in Orange closed. 3 in Beaumont closed. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Fuck.
They said Raising Cane's. They said Raising Cane's shall rise again.
Fucking Raising Cane's. The only thing that makes that chicken good.
Ain't no soul in Raising Cane's.
There is soul in the cane sauce, and that's it. That's the only thing that makes that damn chicken good. The minute you take the cane sauce away, what do you have? Not a goddamn thing. I'd rather go to Chicken Express or some bullshit like that.
You heard it here first, folks. The first crash out at night is Popeye's closing in Texas.
And that's fairly legit. 'Cause shit, I mean, I don't know if the town got richer or Popeyes just went to look for poorer places or what, but
so the word on the street is the people that owned all the Popeyes out here were behind on paying their employees by like 3 months.
Hold on, bro. Wait. Come on, you making it real easy for me to be motivated. You mean the hood store Popeyes?
we might as well.
Was behind on rent. I mean, was behind on paying people.
Bro, you gotta run with it at this point because it's kind of crazy.
You know, I'm an advocate for us brown people, black and Hispanic alike, to beat the allegations of certain stereotypes. But when you tell me that the hood chicken store is behind on paying people, I can't offer no help.
And I ain't gonna lie. You really can't do much after that. I mean, it's just like...
It doesn't make it any better. That it's the way I found out. Like, bro, I pulled up to the one closest to me, and I was like, I'm gonna go get some Popeyes. And there was nobody there. I'm like, okay, maybe this one's closed. So I go to the other one on the other side of town. This is how bad I wanted Popeyes, by the way. I go to the other one on the other side of town, maybe like 15 minutes away. I really wanted Popeyes. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe these two are just closed. I'll go to the one off the highway closest to Beaumont. It's like 25 minutes. Nothing. I'm like, if I drive the extra 15 minutes to the other one in the middle of Beaumont and it's closed, there will be questions. Nothing. I'm like, bro, what? So now, not only do we not have a Popeyes, but we don't have a Church's either.
What?
Yeah, we haven't had churches since fucking February of 2023. Bullshit.
I mean, I would feel bad, but like I said, where I live doesn't even have a fucking Waffle House. Like,
yeah, and I'm telling you, if they close the two, if they see, this is why I'm moving. I was moving before, but now there's even more reason. I don't have a chicken spot either. Like, bro, what are we doing? I mean, they have KFC, and I like KFC, but it depends on who's working.
Niggas is slow anyway.
Because if I ask for extra crispy, bitch, I want extra crispy.
I mean, I haven't been to a fast food chicken restaurant. Okay, I haven't purposely gone. Okay, wait, I can't say that neither because every time they come out with like something new at Chick-fil-A, like that pimento honey joint, I had to go try it at least once. But other than that, I don't go back and get it again. It was good. It was that good to go back and get it again. But you know, being almost, you know, the size of a small moon, I can't really be going to Chick-fil-A like that. So I don't be going to these places. Like when I was in college, this ain't 15 years ago. It's like 5 years ago. There was a KFC down the street from the apartment, and I used to go down there like two anywhere between 2 and 6 times a week. Because there'd be some homegirls, some black women that work down there. Boy, they be giving me all the lovins. Oh, you want some extra shit, baby? Here you go. Man.
I go back too.
And you know me being a natural flirt. Yes, I was getting free shit. It was great. Maybe that is one of the reasons why that specific KFC does not exist at their location anymore.
Don't tell me you cleaned them out, boy.
That's crazy, dog.
Hey man, look, there's is so many stories we could tell you about that particular street and the different restaurants that don't exist anymore because the waitresses might have fallen in love with the patrons, quote unquote.
Oh,
it ain't because of me, and I don't know who did it. Not me. Anyways, back to the sports crash out.
Right. Yeah, let's do that.
Boy, this past weekend we had a Stephen A. Worthy type situation. We had the Commanders versus the Eagles. Now, I just rip it off like a band-aid. The Commanders got fucked. Like,
absolutely.
Straight up. Straight up.
They got beat within an inch of their life. They got beat kind of like how, you know, we have been talking about certain college teams. Can a college team beat the NFL? No, that's how they got beat. They got beat as bad as what would happen if that happened.
Mm-hmm.
They got beat solely on the legs of Saquon Barkley. Saquon alone could have destroyed the team. He didn't need Jalen Hurts to add on 3 touchdowns of his own.
Yeah, Saquon alone was I was kind of, bro. It was bad, and it's so crazy because like as soon as the game started, we were talking about how all they really need to do because you can't stop Saquon, but if you can slow him down, then maybe, just maybe, you have a chance. And as soon as we were saying that,
he broke off a touchdown run.
He broke off for a touchdown. And it's like, well, there goes that.
Didn't even get. Seat wasn't even warm. Didn't even get the popcorn fully popped yet. Then that.
See,
was already gone.
There was no flaws. We don't have the same dialogue that we're going to talk about with the next game that we review because it was just a game. It was a great game except for the fact they got blown the fuck out. It was still a great game fundamentally. They had regular calls like, you know, offsides and offsides and offsides and offsides. They had a whole bunch of offsides on tush pushes.
Don't forget that offside. Don't forget that other offsides.
Oh, that shit was hilarious. That sequence was funny to me.
That was probably the best. That was probably the highlight of the game. I ain't gonna lie, because bruv over here jumping like he's Troy Polamalu. I immediately made that remark, and I think it was Tom Brady, I think, but he made that remark too. I was like, oh, okay, everybody sees it. And then just as I'm getting back comfortable, So like, and just as I'm getting back home from all that joke, he does it again. I'm like, okay, bro, all right, relax, man. and then the brothers just don't snap the ball again.
And then the third one, they just all fell over, like somebody had kicked their legs. Bow, they all fell over. God, man, 3 offsides in a row with one of the threats. See, I kept seeing, oh man, they cheating. They can't just award you points. You know why you say that? Because it's something nobody's ever seen, ever in the history of forever. They wrote that rule saying it'll never get to this point, right?
Well, we were live on. We were live at the time, and at that particular moment. Whatever recording that was my first time finding out that if you got one too many offsides in a row, they were just, and you're near the goal line, fuck it, give them the score. We're done with this.
Exactly. Well, hell, they're not. They this is egregious.
Which also begs me to wonder if they weren't at the goal line. Say they were at the 50, would they have to go like a sequence of 10 offside penalties just to get close to the 1 to do that?
No, they said that on the second one, on Lubu's especially. They said another one like by that defender. I'm pretty sure he meant the whole team at that point, though. Probably the fourth one. And the second one or the third straight by the same defender would have been a sportsmanlike conduct. Would have been a 15-yard penalty. The fourth straight by the team, if it's like 2 or 3 different people that do it, even at the 50-yard line or whatever, it would be a sportsmanlike conduct. So it would be a 15-yard penalty. But being as they can't go like mathematically closer and closer, you can't go millimeters to a certain extent to the goal line. Yeah, give them points.
That's a very rare rule, but an interesting rule.
Right. One that when in doubt, make them jump 3 times in a row. I don't think it's going to work against the Chiefs. We'll see. But
Chiefs have been pretty disciplined at that. I haven't really seen them do a lot of jumping off sides. Yeah.
They don't need to jump off sides.
I mean, their front line, they really don't.
Don't need to jump off sides. But no, whole game I was trying to like wish Jake Elliott would doink it so we'd have a 4th person in this particular episode, but no. Woe was me. Cody Parkey's shadow, who does not want to show up here.
Bro, no. That is a shadow. He ain't never letting that go.
He does my fault though. But no, so that game was not bad. I mean, the score was bad. It was a whole 55 to 23. I mean, they beat them by the same amount of scores, points that Kansas City scored in the next game, 32. Coincidence?
I think not.
3 and 2 make 5. Don't make me do it. He's about to leave. Don't leave, Mitch.
I mean, you should have quit while you were ahead, man.
I can't do it. It's not possible. But yeah, second game. I mean, second game was the Bills and the Chiefs.
So, allow me to preface this. I said it in the beginning. I said it before. I said it when the Ravens lost. If you are trusting the Bills to beat the Chiefs, all right, go ahead. I knew from the beginning they weren't going to beat the Chiefs. Was it going to be a good game? Yes. Was it going to be great? Absolutely. It always is when it's the Bills versus the Chiefs. But you want to know, especially now, the 4 times that they've played, what has stayed the same? Josh Allen loses, Patrick Mahomes wins. It has not changed. Can it change? Sure. It can win. I don't fucking know, but I tried to tell everybody, and everybody and their mom was like, "No, the Bills will do it this year. This year, all right? Yeah, all right. Sure, no, they will not, because it's just the nature of the beast. The Bills, this is their kryptonite. Is playing. The only way, if you ask me, the only way the Bills make it to the Super Bowl is if in the AFC Championship game, Kansas City isn't on the other side.
Which brings me to my other conspiracy theory point. The Kansas City refs won the game. Because everybody saw it. That was a first down on 4th and a few inches.
Except that particular one play. That was probably the biggest play of the game, right?
Everybody saw the ball. I mean, there is a great league called the United Football League that had a very genius thing to put sensors in the football.
Yeah.
I mean,
if the ball crosses...
why?
Why?
No, I was saying you wonder why the NFL...
Right.
But go ahead.
You wonder why the NFL doesn't do what they do. Yeah, but to explain it why, I guess, because it makes it harder for the refs to get involved, I guess, because if that ball has sensors all over it, and that line to gain was there with the sensors there, that'd have been a first down. No question about it.
Absolutely. And I was about to say, you wonder why the NFL, like you said, hadn't implemented this, but it took a semi-pro league to even try this. It's probably because of what you just said. They wanted to be so natural, so it's easier to bend things. You know, you look at every fucking Super Bowl, not every fucking Super Bowl, but at least all the Super Bowl the Chiefs been in and everything, and you just. And you wonder why is it so easy for them? You know, why was it so easy for Brady? Why was it so easy for this, for that? Why was it so easy for Peyton Manning to stop the unstoppable Panthers? That's another story. But why was it so easy? Rigged. It's easy to rig.
It is
games.
It's easy to rig when you have human error. That's why. Because you can knock it off and say, hey, this is what I saw. I can just say, this is what I saw. No matter what the camera saw, I'm not the camera. That's great. You have technology now in the NFL. You have multi-billion-dollar, clubs. You have hundreds of millions of dollars or more into your development of the athletes with their machines and their workout programs, and doing things in the stadium and having this camera way to fucking space that could see the 50-yard line, and you have all of these things, but you have to rely on caveman ethics to do a first down marker. What?
This is why they say, and they tell you this in high school, do not lose to the other team and the referees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is why that saying exists. Because yes, and I want people to understand this. I really do. Can you rig 22 players? Probably not. Most of them probably don't give a damn. They just want to play. But can you rig 6 referees?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's been happened before, so.
But you can do your damn best to make it to where that isn't even an issue. If you give them reason to throw flags, they're going to do it. But if you do your absolute best to stay the course and not give them, that is, like I said, that's why the age-old thing exists. Don't lose to the other team and the referees. You have, if you're going to lose because you lost to that team because they were just better.
No.
Or they got lucky.
No. Now, the score differences. Okay, the number seeded teams, the lesser teams. I'm gonna say it just like that. That would be the Commanders and the Eagles. That was a blowout. The Eagles blew them out of the fucking water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Eagles and the Chiefs, I mean, the Chiefs and the Bills are number 1 and number 2 in the AFC. And it was such a close game. You see what I'm getting at? I still do not believe the Chiefs' defense is anywhere in the top 10. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Well, it's obvious if they're in the Super Bowl, bitch, please. Rex Grossman was one of the worst quarterbacks, and the Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl because they had a stout-ass defense. I don't want to hear that shit. Their defense is damn sure not top 10. If it's a close game... Huh?
Not once. I have never thought that, not once this season. Their defense has literally gotten lucky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So... If this game comes to be, oh my God, it's so close down to the wire. No, sir. This should be a blowout. The Eagles should run all the way over the Chiefs. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, better than fucking Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to say it again. Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes this year. I'm going to say that like that. This year. Not every year. This year.
I'm glad you added this year part. I'll ride with you for that.
But like for me, bro, when it comes to the Super Bowl, I personally don't give a damn who wins. When it comes to the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, he's from Channelview. I played against him in high school, so that'd be cool just to see him get a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes, as much as you could hate the Chiefs all you want, but it's history making if they win. Plus, they have Texas players and DeAndre Hopkins on there, so I'd like to see them get a ring. So it's like I don't. Because the thing is, I don't hate the Chiefs.
I think history with rigged help is not history. That's actually history with rigged help. That's kind of what the United States is. So I see what you're saying.
That's what I was about to say. We can't even really I can't really say that because in almost every sport it's happened. Yeah. So it's but you can't even really.
But see, there's a huge difference. Like you say, what was the bullshit I seen today in one of these servers? They're comparing Mahomes to who is Mahomes more like, LeBron or MJ?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, they are already trying that shit.
No.
First of all, Michael Jordan had 2 3-peats. That's not the same. They are not the same.
Worry about the first one before you think about that. That's number one.
One.
Because a lot of people are already trying to compare him to Tom Brady, which, it's fair in the aspect of football because of what he's done in such a short amount of time. But it's like, bro, can we pump the brakes?
Can we? Okay, if you can get 8 Super Bowl rings, you will have surpassed Tom Brady. Period. The end.
And then, to me, it's because if you ask Patrick Mahomes himself, he'll say, "I did never beat Tom Brady,"
and he didn't. He really didn't.
Yeah, he is one. That's the difference between I think the Eagles and Patrick Mahomes is the Eagles beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
He's like, I did never beat him. He didn't beat him in the AFC Championship, and he couldn't beat him in the Super Bowl, which is fair. It's Tom Brady because you got coined by Brady as the next guy up.
Mm-hmm.
That already says a lot about you as a player. You got this man to do a dual cover with you on Madden.
Yeah.
Tom Brady ain't doing that with just anybody.
Mm-mm.
And so it's not that no one doesn't Let me put this out to the world so everyone can understand. I recognize greatness when I see it. Is Patrick Mahomes great? Absolutely. You don't do what he does without being that way. Because I still don't understand how he made that pass in one of these games recently. I do not understand it. Being horizontal to the ground and still throwing a missile makes no sense to me. But I can recognize great. Is he doing great things? Yes. No one is going to take that away from him. Bro, if they three-peat, guess what goes in the history books? Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, three-peat. You can't take that away from him. All I'm saying is, let's calm down. If he gets 4 or 5, then we can start to have a conversation. Because then he's really starting to creep up there. Because if you really think about it, he could retire today. The dude's going into the Hall of Fame. Because in a short time, he's built the Hall of Fame career.
Even if he loses, he's going to Hall of Fame.
And, bro, they got people in there that don't have a Super Bowl ring at all. He would retire with 3.
Right. There are, and again, that's why every time they bring up, is he the greatest of all time? Do y'all realize at one point in time, people thought Dan Marino was the greatest of all time, and he ain't got a single goddamn Super Bowl ring or appearance? I don't think he has an appearance either.
I don't think he has an appearance. He got a Super Bowl ring to his name, but people thought he was the greatest of all time.
Jim Kelly, one of the greatest of all times, went straight 0 for 4 in the Super Bowl.
It's like
he got 4 peat losses.
It's like when you ask me, when it comes to football, who is the greatest of all time, I couldn't give you a player. I could tell you Tom Brady. Like my first thought would be Tom.
I'm gonna give you a team.
Everybody's.
I'm gonna give you a team. The one that gave the most complete season is the greatest of all time. The most complete season to date is the 1972 Dolphins. Might be a different era, might be a different time. They are the most complete team, undefeated in the regular season, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl.
Cool.
Yeah.
If we're talking team, then yeah. But if we're just talking player, automatically my brain's gonna tell you it's Tom Brady. Just for now. And it's not even self-conscious. There's not even a second thought. I'm gonna just say
right. That's up to right now. Up to this moment in time is Tom Brady. Could it be broken? Probably, because before this it was like Joe Montana or Troy Aikman or some shit like that.
Yeah. And let's be real. For the longest time, everyone was like, well, Tom Brady has 7 Super Bowl rings. It's hard for somebody to even win 3. Well, there you go, Patrick. You're already better than most people that have ever played this game.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And I was like, and the greatest part about them is y'all have the Chiefs. Here's the credit I will give y'all. Y'all have done it with pretty much the same team every year. When you lost your best player in Tyreek Hill, people thought you were going to fall off the face of the earth for Super Bowl. No one's counting you out.
I mean, it seems like every year they come back to the Super Bowl with not a significantly amount, but a little bit less.
And this is what people hate, and this is what I hate because I'm part of it. Patrick, you were fine. You were great. You don't need Travis Kelce, honestly. You could probably do it without him. I think your biggest issue, especially the last 2 years, is Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and these fucking refs. I swear to God, I have seen the Patriots. Yes, we had some Deflategate, but it's not every single fucking year. It's not something every single year. It's not the refs 2 years in a row. It's not this. There's something going on in Kansas City. Patrick, you just need to leave.
Truth be told, I think the problem started when Taylor popped up on screen. Now, if we have any Swifties that listen, before any of y'all come at me, Bam, or Jay, look here, I do not dislike Taylor Swift. So you can take musician. Take it over there. Take it over there. I do not, because to me, she is still one of the most gangster musicians for what she did when her label tried to screw her. Take that over there. Now, do I want to see her every fucking week on my screen when I'm watching my football?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
Do I understand that she is with Travis Kelce? Yes, and I'm happy for both of them. I really am. I don't think you people understand. Honestly, if you were to ask me, if you ask me what the script probably is, the Chiefs win and then Travis Kelce proposes right after the game. If that happens, somebody played the lottery. Just saying.
Well,
but
that's hilarious. I might play the lottery.
It's like a WWE relationship. It feels forced.
Yeah, exactly. That best describes it. It's like it doesn't feel natural. It feels
Because it's
artificial.
the weirdest thing is you don't need. We saw Patrick Mahomes do 2 rushing touchdowns, and for some fucking reason, they showed us Taylor Swift. Why?
And it's like, no, fam, you know why.
They didn't
NFL, I
show
see
us
you.
Brittany Mahomes, nothing. They showed us Taylor Swift.
It's because we know what that demographic did to those numbers in football when they started showing her on the screen. That viewership.
Brittany ain't even up there with
so now we get to this conspiracy theory. Taylor Swift is from West Reading, Pennsylvania, which is like 40, 50 miles west of Philly. I'm just saying. Last year it was against the Niners. This year it's against, basically her hometown. Basically, I mean, West Reading is definitely not that far from that big, huge fucking city. I'm just saying. It feels a little forced, So, Kelsey needs to retire. Fuck him. I don't like Kelsey. The way he acts on field, I don't like, man. He's arrogant. Mahomes is not arrogant. Mahomes is fucking, he carries the air. Okay, I do like Patrick Mahomes, personally. Okay? I might hate the Chiefs as a team, because fuck them. But it's probably mainly because of the bullshit that Kelsey does. Because he comes off as arrogant as, like Logan and Jake Paul. Like, that's the arrogant level that he's at.
But the thing is, it's so crazy because if you see him off the field, he's not like it at all. By no means. I don't mind Travis. And because to me, I feel like on the field, I don't mind a sense of arrogancy on the field. I really don't care. I feel like sometimes you have to hold that depending because some people try to tell you to be humble on the field. And then I'm going to be honest with you. Bammy would not have liked me in my playing days because I did not give shit.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. You probably hate me because I was a
bitch. If you think Travis Kelsey is bad, boy, I was an asshole. Depending on who I was playing, because like I said, Patrick Mahomes has an arrogant. I guess it just seems more natural from Mahomes because it's just his arrogance comes off of I know I'm him. I know I'm that guy.
That's the thing.
I know I can.
He gets up, he does what he needs to do, celebrates with his teammates. He doesn't get up into other people's faces. He doesn't cry when he doesn't get the ball, or he doesn't do that. Kelsey does. Kelsey acts like a certain amount of other people. Des Bryant, Terrell Owens, Antonio Brown. Shall I continue? Like, he acts like the worst of the NFL. The worst, best of the NFL. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They are good wide receivers. But mentally, they're like me in an argument. Is that a good enough definition of what I'm trying to tell you?
I almost think it's a bit of an understatement for T.O., but it's a good statement. It makes sense. It makes sense. I feel like because I actually grew up, watching T.O.'s career, and I've seen in certain areas of what his attitudes and how insufferable he can be. And for one moment, I thought, when he left the Niners, I'm like, why did they get rid of him? And then the Eagles, like, okay, it shouldn't have been that bad. And after the Cowboys, I'm like, okay, it's that bad. Okay, it's that bad.
To be honest, because that's why I feel like Chad Ochocinco will eventually go into the Hall of Fame, because the same thing that kept T.O. out is the same thing that's keeping Chad out. And it's not about the Super Bowls for Ochocinco, but it's about everything he did, like, in between the plays and off the field and shit like that. That's all. Because Hall of Fame career, by every stretch of the word, he's going to get in. It's just a matter of when he get in. Because I'm like, if T.O. made it, Chad Ochocinco is going to make it. There's just no way he doesn't. But to me, it's like I said, that was great. That's why I can't even really argue, because the minute you said what you said, bam, I'm like, I all of a sudden understand fully where you're coming from.
Same here. I mean,
Because if you,
makes sense.
our Crashout Tuesday listeners, if you could see some of the shit this mofo says in an argument, boy.
Man, I'm losing. All right, watch this.
I mean, you'll keep shit going until niggas go insane. I'll give you that.
But what we have in the Super Bowl is literally and figuratively the WrestleMania of football. Because if some of you remember WrestleMania 39, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, we all thought that Cody would finish the story, win the championship, take it home. But no, he did not. So then backdoor WrestleMania 40 comes, and he finally does it. Now, question is, Eagles, Jalen Hurts,
I have a
Saquon
question.
Barkley,
How long?
AJ Brown.
How long did Roman Reigns have the title for?
A long,
well over 1,000
crazy?
days.
I need the actual days.
Okay, check this out.
Also from Jay, I need the actual days from you. I need the actual amount of days it's been since the last time the Chiefs lost a Super Bowl.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm all about numbers.
Okay, their last Super Bowl loss.
Got it.
All right, what is Roman Reigns days?
1,316.
Alrighty, 1,316. Let me go. And when, because this title reign started in what, 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So the Chiefs won in 2020.
So yeah, that doesn't count because they turned around and lost 2021.
They lost 31-9 in 2021.
Mm-hmm. To Tom Brady, by the way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then, since then, the last time they weren't in the Super Bowl was in 2022 when the Bengals lost to the Rams. 2023 and 2024, they were in the Super Bowl and won both of them.
Oh, 2023. That'd have been 2022 season, 23 season, 24 season. No, 22 season, 23 season. This is the 24 season.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about third year.
Yeah, the 2023 season. And the last, matter of fact, their first trip back to the Super Bowl after the Bengals and Rams was when they beat the Eagles.
So we're talking about smidge about almost 1,100 days.
Almost 1,100 days. Yeah.
So this is literally Cody Rhodes versus
Roman
Reigns.
I mean, I didn't even need numbers to tell you that. Just because of the Eagles losing the first time in the Super Bowl, and now they're going back. And this is basically WrestleMania 40. That like 2022 was WrestleMania 39, figuratively. But yeah, this year is basically 40. But will it repeat itself? We'll have to find out.
or will they finish the story? Because by all means, if the Eagles win, it's their second Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, and they'll have done something that no team has ever done in the Super Bowl. Beat Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
Good point.
Yeah, good point. Exactly.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Heavy will be the head that wears the crown at that point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna get really, really annoying.
If this game is anything like that 2023 Super Bowl, we're in for a treat because that game ended 38-35.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that Super Bowl. That was fun.
Yeah, no, that was a great suit, and that was without Saquon, without AJ Brown.
Mhm.
So we really get to see. That's why, as much as a lot of people were like, "Oh, Chiefs again in the Super Bowl, bruh." When last time these two teams met, it was fireworks.
The last time these two, again, we didn't have the best running back in the league. Yeah. The guy who loves Derrick Henry is telling you Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the league. One of the best wide receiver cores in the league because Skinny Batman got it going on too.
Skinny Batman does got it going on.
You should know that.
One of the best running quarterbacks in the league because it's a big boy still to do that. And what was the other one? Oh, and he's not a fucking. He's been there before. The first time around that Jalen Hurts was in the Super Bowl, boy was lost. He was lost.
Hey, and that's the crazy part. It was his first trip there. He was lost, and he put up 35.
Exactly. But now he's not going to be lost. He's going to know what it feels like. He's going to go play in a familiar place. Jalen Hurts has definitely played in that Superdome down there in college and in the NFL plenty of times.
Hold on. Give me a hot minute. Give me just a second. Hold on. Let me see something. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. I was about to say, boys, poetry in motion. If that Super Bowl was at the same place that it's at this year. No, it wasn't. It was at State Park.
Wait, where's it at? I actually don't know.
It's in NOLA, ain't it?
It's in New Orleans, yeah.
Okay, Superdome. Okay.
Because, Jalen's won plenty of games there. So.
Yes, yes.
So
national championships and SEC and national championships for sure. So man, we get to. I'm hoping for a great game. I really am. Both teams are capable of winning. I do believe the defense that Kansas City's bringing is worse than that defense that they had then. Because that year was one of the best defenses in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This year, not so much.
Mm-mm.
And I do believe those mistakes will cost you against Philadelphia. And it's the same thing but Philly doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Philly's got a lot of offense.
Yeah, Philly does not make a lot of mistakes. So, and I really hope just keep the referee involvement out of it. Just let these two teams go out there and make magic.
If you really want to think about it, really, really want to think about it, because Jalen Hurts got hurt one of the games, the Commanders game in the regular season. The team is actually 15-2 and not 14-3. So this is one of the most evenly matched games that we've had in a long time. Yeah. Because Kenny Pickett lost that game. Fuck that.
Kenny Pickett lost that game. We ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah. All the starters were out, and Kenny Pickett lost that game. Yeah.
It just proved when they played in the NFC Championship the difference between Kenny Pickett and Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in for a treat. Then we got the Royal Rumble on Saturday.
We do. We have a Royal Rumble. Like, we haven't. This is the Crashout show. We ain't got nothing to crash out really about Royal Rumble, but I guarantee some fuck shit happened on Saturday. We're gonna have some things to talk about. I'm not too highly involved in the wrestling scene like these other guys in HGU are, but I'm getting there. You gotta be patient with me.
I think the Royal Rumble will be the first show that he watches fully with us.
No, I watched WrestleMania.
No, yeah, you watched WrestleMania. That's right.
I didn't do anything between.
I think it'd be best for us to stay in Clash of the Castle too. Yeah. I think it'd be best for us to stay in the HGU server for it though, because I think we'll actually keep it spoiler free. I think it's just because they say they not gonna spoil in ITC, but
that's all they keep doing every day.
Are you just saying like chatting and viewing it in the HGU server? No, I feel that.
Yeah, because that's where I'll be. Like, 'cause I'm pretty sure I'll be able to be here for that. So, and I actually will be watching the Royal Rumble with this and the third. So, um, I'm looking forward to it, man. And then the Super Bowl coming up not too far after. So,
February 9th.
Just gotta get through Pro Bowl weekend.
We ain't got to do shit. We ain't nothing to watch that.
No, I said we got to get through, as in pass by it, not watch it. Pass by it. Trust me, I ain't watching either. Trust me.
I might watch the skills competition just because it's funny, but that's about it.
I'll check out the highlights. I'll check out those highlights. They're easy to watch.
Oh no, this isn't not too bad on the Crashout. It's not like it was on the first week talking about DBs, because we didn't really have any fucking random mistakes.
It wasn't really anything crazy, but I will say this: just give it to college. Give it to August, you guys.
No, give it till the end of March. Because I've watched UFL games before. God damn.
And I did too. So yeah, matter of fact, yeah, give it to the end of March, and then after that, give it till the beginning of the college football season, and you will truly see where this name came from in the first place. Because that every Tuesday, I am guaranteeing you. I'm not. Matter of fact, I will pull a Paul Heyman. That's not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Every Tuesday, you will see why I earned the nickname of Crashout Player. I guarantee you this. Because I'm saving it for the next season. I'm done. The season is over. I'm not even about to get into that. I'm just gonna get pissed off again.
Bro just riling himself up, talking about what he's gonna do next year. That's crazy.
You know what? I am gonna mention it. But let me start with the very first one. Let me tell you the story of how this became a thing. When they announced the 12-team playoffs, and then they said every Tuesday they would drop the playoff rankings, I went and did a predictory board of at least 20 different outcomes. Some of them ridiculous. Wouldn't even make it anywhere near what the actual rank. And boil it down to 3 or 4. That made sense. Of playoff rankings. And then just for them on Tuesday to give me an AP poll ranking.
He came in and said, we got you!
When you describe it like that, it actually sounds quite depressing.
As if I gave a flying damn about an AP poll ranking anymore. I am here for the 12 teams that would, if the season were to end that day, would make the play. I don't care about the top 25 anymore. That shit doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is these 12 teams that would possibly make the playoffs in a bracket to go. You know when I finally got a bracket, people? 2 weeks before the season ended. That's when they finally decided to drop a damn bracket. And I had to sit there looking stupid. Because every week I trusted ESPN, and yes, I'm pointing fingers, to drop something simple, a playoff ranking. But no, every Tuesday, here's the AP poll top 25. I don't care. I want
we do not care.
what I came. I want what I came here for. And what I came here for is not this, because this is meaningless. And this happened every single Tuesday. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way he got this bent out of shape about it every single Tuesday. No, you're right. This is tame compared to what I actually said during the actual drop every Tuesday.
I was there. Like we had a whole discussion about it mid morning in the chat. Straight up crash out mode.
This is a Cliff Note version of how I went in on them during that time frame. Because I'm a simple man. You give me what I asked for, we don't have a problem. You give me bullshit, we're gonna have an issue. But it's okay, because you know what? Next season, we'll
Next
roll
season.
around.
You.
And when it does, I will be here.